And what's up, y'all? Trying to check the rock. You already know what's up with it, man. It's your boy Big Dog.
Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Scrap, man. How y'all doing, man?
And listen, I'm all right, man. How you mental? I see you rocking the gear today.
Hey, yeah, man.
Mhm.
Another victory Monday. But you know me. Another day, another dollar. You know what I'm saying? Do what I gotta do to stay afloat. You know what I mean? How you, man? How the babies? How the fam doing?
Besides my Falcons getting belt to ass, you see how to change up the swag,
Yeah, man. It's kind of
We
tough
good,
over there in
man,
my household, man.
And man, it was real tough this weekend. You hear me? Um, but yeah, man, besides that, son Jaden playing ball. My other three, they gonna be playing ball for City of Dover. If y'all don't know, we about to get ready to start the coaching. I gotta get you your packet. Don't worry.
Word, word.
So it's a lot of basketball going on right now. Again, active. You hear me?
It's about that time, about that season. I
Um,
love it.
yeah, man. But you know what, man? We ain't gonna play with it like you say in the words of Scrap, man. Let's get straight to it.
Yeah.
Who is the best team in the NFL? I did a top five, but I'm fine with three.
I did.
No, do top five. Do
I
top
did
five.
the
Do top
top
five.
five because we've been doing the top
Yeah,
five, and just the
let's
way
do
that
top five.
things have been going these last couple of weeks. We've already been talking about the changes that we was excited to see. Couple teams that we weren't expecting. Some I would say some uncharacteristic performances from. A lot of other teams playing better than we expected. Hands down, right now to me
I want to hear
though,
your list. Who you got?
I got the Lions, man. I got the Lions as the best team in the NFL right now, and um,
I do
to
too.
me, like it's not by like a landslide. It's not like no teams are close to them, but the way that they are finding ways to win, the way that they have confidence in each other, the way that Dan Campbell has
Mm-hmm.
confidence in them,
Mm-hmm.
as a whole team, especially with losing Hutchinson, excuse me, losing Hutchinson
Mm-hmm.
and whatnot, so it's hard for them. How can I say this? Because it's not like they're just the best team. You know what I mean? I just think they hold
They
they
play the
hold the
best
keys to
ball.
they hold the keys to their destiny right now. I think it's for them to lose it rather than anyone else to win it, if that makes sense. But
Yep, I do.
I got the Lions
Yeah, it
first.
makes sense to me.
I got the Bills second. Bills been playing some phenomenal football, especially given their situation. Defense depleted, majority of the offense depleted. Um, that was a solid game they played against the Chiefs Sunday. I still got the Chiefs number 3 though. Definitely got my Steelers number 4. The way we're coming along right now is just it's going to be trouble for some teams in December and January when we get there. Number
And
5,
who you fifth?
I got the Eagles.
Hold on. Wait. So for the first time in game point history, we have the same exact list, 1 through 5.
Oh, that is crazy.
Wasn't planned either. I literally have Lions, Bills, Chiefs, Steelers, Eagles, literally too.
That is bananas.
That's never happened. We've been doing this podcast, what, it's 2, 3 years now. We've
Yeah.
never had the same exact list. We've never had the same exact list.
I
We've
mean,
always at least been one off.
I was looking at it exactly, but I'm looking at it. I'm like, yo, man, like I don't want to be like, biased. I'm like, I
And
know.
look. And also another thing, not only we got the same exact list, we have them in the same exact order. That's the other part too. Like literally, they're in the same order.
Should be telling you something.
That's crazy.
I should be telling you something. You know what I'm saying?
We watched the game. That's what it's telling me.
Yeah, man. Like them Eagles, man. It was tough for me to slide the Eagles in at
they're
5, just because of the run that
they're
they've
coming
been
along though.
on. But when I was comparing their defense to other defenses on this list, to me they seem
They,
as the weakest link as far as the defense is concerned. To me, it's just their
yeah,
secondary. If their secondary was a little bit stronger, I think I would have probably had them at 3rd. But just because of the Steelers and the Chiefs secondary alone, that had me put them in at 5th. But that's my list for this week, man. To me, it's all those teams. I can see all of those teams winning an NFL championship this year.
Yeah, for me, it's short and simple. I got Lions number one. They're dominating on all facets of the ball. If you don't believe me, go check their last game out. Like I know it was the Jaguars, but
That was just
goddamn,
being a bully.
um,
That was just being a bully, though.
yeah,
I
they.
mean,
But you know what? You know why I'm not mad at it? Because when they was bad, what was people doing to them?
yeah, that's facts. That's fact.
So I can't. I had some people. I had some people. I got other dudes. They talk on sports shows. Oh, the Lions was being bullied. Are they being bullied, or they finally, or did the one that was being bullied finally get strong?
Yeah.
And now they knocking heads
Yeah,
off. You feel what I'm talking
that
about?
bully grew up into
Um,
a grown
the
man.
the Bills are another that could be a potential Super Bowl. The Bills are another team that's dominating on all facets. Of Josh Allen is playing like a capital MVP candidate right now.
Hey, yo, cuz. So
Cause
we talk
he
about
got he got
we be talking, I mean to cut you off, but we talk about we've been talking about these quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying? Like with him and Lamar is really now granted, obviously Lamar he's had a couple bad games this season, but it doesn't take away from the season that he's having. What him and Lamar are doing without
yeah,
true number one receivers,
it's insane.
it makes you kind of because when you think about it like that, I was thinking about that when you was talking, but I was thinking about it last night because I'm like, wow, like is the number one receiver really all that is cracked up to be? Kyler Murray's doing it without a number one receiver.
And it sucks. I'm gonna tell you why it sucks, because that's not good for the receivers, money wise.
Well, I mean, it's kind of the same thing, you know, as far as running backs
The
too,
running backs too.
you know. But so like,
Yep,
but
I
I
agree.
do get it. I'm like, man, is
Because
it?
everybody got that speed, and then they got that big back. Everybody's doing it.
Yeah. So the thing that's separating you now is just your 1-2 punch, you know. So that's what's really separating itself to me. You know what I mean? The fact that they're doing it without a number one receiver. But I'm gonna let you continue.
Yeah. And only thing I have over Josh Allen is, I mean, so if it's Lamar versus Josh Allen, I'm a big Lamar fan. I love Lamar. I always rave about him and them Ravens. The edge I give Josh Allen over is he's actually beat Pat Mahomes a couple times too. It might not be when it matters, but he's beat him.
Yeah.
Lamar now that's all not Lamar's fault, because if likely put his feet in the right spot, Lamar beats him week one as well. But as of right now, that's what I gotta go with. But they're looking at they're out of my top five simply because John Harbaugh is tripping, or Jim, John, Rob, whatever Harbaugh is, he tripping right now. Because Derrick Henry you do not bring Derrick Henry for 13 carries. That's not what you bring him for. Um,
I get that,
the
cause
Chiefs, I got the Chiefs number three. Um, only to be honest is because of their defense is playing pretty solid. The offense is okay, but it's for me the Chiefs are number three solely for me is because of their record, because they haven't really been playing good ball. They
facts,
just been finding ways to win, so I got to keep them there.
that's the reason
Um,
why I put him there.
the Steelers, y'all are literally number four because of your defense for me. I'm still not sold all the way on the offense. It is coming along, but that defense is for real.
Yeah.
And I think if you have a defense that's for real and you got Najee and the one boy running the ball hard, it don't matter what the rest of it look like. Y'all got playoff football right there. And the Eagles are finally finding their identity. Like I know they want to get the ball to AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, but Saquon is like,
Is the
hold on,
best
I'm here
player
too,
on
man.
their team. He's the best player on the team.
Period.
And they have a lot. That
And
says a
he
lot
could
because they have a lot of talent, especially from the quarterback position.
exactly.
They're stacked at the wide receiver
Hmm.
position with the guys they got in AJ and Devontae, including a couple other guys that fill in. The Dallas Goedert, when healthy, is one of the top. Calcaterra is coming. He's coming along this season. He's been having a solid season. Um, to
Yep.
me, it's like the Eagles are one of those. They're a team that's like the Lions. You know, it's theirs to lose because their formula is a winning formula.
Yeah, that's all I got. That's it. But for them teams is these are the teams that's playing the best, look the best, got the best records to show it, and rightfully so. They're all on the top of their division, so that's it for me. I don't got much to it. If you done with it, I'm done with it. We can slide to the next.
Yeah, we can move on. We can move on.
Um, Number two, the Bills overcome the Chiefs again, but can they do it when it matters? Do you think they have the tools and shit to do it? It matters because they kind of did it without their number one. Like, yeah, Cooper's getting there, but he just getting accustomed. But they still ain't had the Coleman kid,
Yeah,
and they got it done. I
I
mean,
didn't even think that
because
Coop was playing because of the wrist
Josh,
injury.
yeah, I don't think he did because Josh was 27 for 40 with 260 something and a touchdown, but he also had 12 carries for 55 yards and a touchdown. Like he was going crazy out
Yeah,
there
that's
with them.
big. That last run, that 22-yarder that he ran in for a touchdown off the scramble, that was huge.
Yeah,
Really showed his athleticism. Really showed the type of player that he is.
he's.
Um, Hopefully
I'm gonna
they
tell
can
you
do it
something.
though.
I'm gonna
You
tell
know
you
what I mean?
something. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something though, cause watching Josh Allen, you know, he gets on my nerves. He's a lot smarter player this year. He's sliding. He's throwing the ball away. He's taking off if need be. He's checking down. He's not that Josh Allen that came out of Wyoming. What was it, Wyoming or whatever?
Yeah,
He's not that same one.
he's
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 a
he's
he's a
taking care of the
complete
football.
different player this year.
Yeah, he's taking care of the football this year, and
Exactly.
that's what we're not used to seeing, in these last couple of seasons. Now,
At
granted,
all.
with us being used to him, having these turnovers, even though he hasn't turned it over as much, he has thrown a couple interceptions in these last couple weeks.
Yep.
0-3 against Mahomes in the playoffs. You can do whatever you want to do in the regular season, but that's when it counts. He's 0-3 against
But
Mahomes, but he's 5-2 against the rest of the AFC.
everybody else, and that's the
Five and
problem. But
two
I
against
think if
everybody
this
else.
defense should, if this defense can show up, cuz in the first quarter they held the Chiefs to 0, and in the third quarter they held the Chiefs to 0. In the fourth quarter they held them to 7 points.
Yeah, man, it's a tall order. It's a tall order, you know what I mean? But the reason
So
the
the
reason I
Chiefs
say
scored.
no to I've answered. I say no. I don't think that he can, and the only reason why
I
I'm
think no
saying
too,
no
but they
is
got the
because of the
recipe.
coaching.
But I think it's no too. Yeah.
Coaching,
Yep. I agree.
and then especially if it goes the way that it's going, and they got to go back to Arrowhead in the playoffs in the cold. Like I know you play a Buffalo, but Arrowhead is different. I don't think if it happens again, I think he's 0-4. I love what he's doing
I
this
think
season, but
it's
if it happens
scary.
again, I think he's 0-4.
What's annoying me about the Chiefs is they're not even healthy, and that annoys me. That really annoys me. Like
Yeah.
seriously, it really annoys me
Yeah.
because they're 9-1 and they're not healthy.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
You're missing Rashee
That's
Rice.
like really.
Pacheco is just now about to return to the lineup from that fractured
D
finger.
Hop just D Hop just got there.
Yeah, Juju's been out all year. You sign Hollywood
Like when does it
Brown.
stop?
He's
When does it stop? Like when does it stop?
you trade away some of
But
your best your defenders, and
But what I will say, if they see y'all, they in trouble because their line can't hold up against T.J. Watt and them boys.
we gonna
And Pat's going to be running for his life.
we gonna show them Christmas. We got
Pat
them
going to be
on Christmas. So
Pat. Yeah, Pat's going to be running for his life. So that line better tighten up. But yeah, I got no too, cuz I don't think he got
and
it.
I'm confident, even if Pittsburgh has to go to Kansas City, I'm confident in that.
Mm-hmm.
They're a loud stadium, but Russ is used to that playing in Seattle.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, I
I'm
feel you. Yeah, true.
I'm definitely good with that, especially like
Yeah,
you said with the defense playing the way they're playing. The secondary is lights out right now. Like the way that secondary
yeah,
is playing is just lights out, and it really fuels the rest of the team.
yeah.
I don't
I
think
agree.
I don't think the Bills have what it takes to do it in the playoffs.
Hopefully we wrong, but I don't think so
Yeah,
either,
hopefully.
man. Somebody, somebody got to overcome the Mahomes bug, whether it's Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson, but one of them got to overcome
Yeah,
it
and
this
even
year.
that people they say it's Mahomes, man. Like you gotta out coach Andy Reid.
Yeah,
You gotta out coach Spags. Spags gonna have that defense
but
on
you got
fire.
to. But the thing is, they got to do stuff kind of they don't normally do, man. If you do that, you can beat them. But if you can do what you're supposed to do,
Yeah,
and if you do exactly what they game plan for, they're gonna beat you. Let's just be
you
honest.
gotta stay on
You
schedule though.
gotta throw
That's the
some.
thing about the
You
Chiefs. You
gotta throw
gotta
some
stay
free.
on
You
schedule. You
got
gotta stay against it. You gotta stay in front of the chains. You can't be in 3rd and 7s, 3rd and 8s. All you gotta convert on 3rd
yeah.
down. You gotta be able to push the football down the
If you
field because they're gonna score.
Cause that's not even enough. You gotta throw some. You better throw some passes to your linemen. You better do some flea flickers, some reverses, some
hooks and
screens.
ladders, some Philly
Cause
specials,
if you
whatever you got to do.
if you play your if you play your regular game, you're not gonna outcoach them. They're gonna outcoach if. And then one more thing, one more important component. Cause time management. Cause if you don't time manage, give Andy Reid anything a minute or less. They're going down the field. You gotta give Pat Mahomes like 15 seconds, and sometimes that's scary.
Yeah, yeah,
you
because he can
the
run three
if
plays
you're the
in
if you're the
run
Bills, you
three plays in 12 seconds, still have enough time, spike the ball, field goal. And especially, I mean, Harrison's out right now, but when Harrison
you got
Butker is
you gotta
healthy, that is one of the best kickers in the
you got
league. So, I feel what you're
you
saying
gotta
on that,
control the
man.
clock.
I just
They
don't
gotta
know.
control the
I don't
clock. They
know.
have
I
to.
don't know if McDermott can do it. I
He
don't know.
can't. I'm sorry. Maybe he can prove us wrong, but he can't. I think if anybody takes them out, it's going to be a team like y'all or the Texans, a surprise team. The teams that we think going to take them out, like the Ravens or the Bills, I don't think they'll take them out personally.
Yeah, I can dig it.
Let's or even hear me out. Them Broncos could if they was to see the Broncos, if they get like a second or third seed and the Broncos get like a sixth seed, I don't know, cause they know each other too.
My whole
You
thing
think,
about that is
think and that
I
that
don't trust.
the only thing that would separate.
I don't trust
Go
the
ahead.
skill players for the Broncos. When in that
Okay, I can
in
feel that.
as far as that situation now, granted, Broncos
I
are
can feel
playing
that.
some great football. We was talking because we've been up and down. Like I was up on Bo Nix coming into the league. He was one of my top quarterbacks coming into the league this year as a rookie. I didn't want him
Right.
to go to the Broncos, but I knew the potential that he would have if he went there because of what Sean Payton does to quarterbacks. Granted, you know, not the situation he had with Russ, but like we all knew he wanted that certain type of quarterback. And in all aspects, Bo Nix is really like or has similarities to Drew Brees. His release of the ball, the way that he
Yeah.
throws the ball, he can get
A lot
outside
more
the
a
pocket.
lot more mobile too.
Yeah, he's extremely more mobile. You know what I mean? So like I can see that. I understand why they are doing good, but like I said, I just don't trust the skill players in that. I really don't trust the running backs. You really only have Cortland Sutton. I mean, Marvin Mims he's solid, but since Josh Reynolds has been going, the passing game hasn't really been, opened up. Um,
Right.
that would be the only thing that would scare me. I mean, because let's be for real. Like, even if they was to get in the playoffs as a 7th seed, right? Do you think that they are the
Uh huh.
caliber 7th seed that the Packers were last
No.
year?
No.
Right. You know what I mean? So like, and that's not throwing no shade to them because they have a solid defense. They have a top 5 defense. I believe they have the number 3 defense in in total scoring defense or something like that. I believe they're ranked number 3. So if it's a gritty game that but I still don't see them pulling it out. Just especially the way that last game went when you were literally handling the Chiefs the whole game, and it comes down to a last second chip shot field goal and you get it blocked. I don't trust the special skill
Yeah.
players for the Broncos.
I don't either. I feel you. I feel you. It was just I was a bit optimistic. uh, let's tap in real quick to your side of the turf, man. Who is the best team in AFC, man? I got a top 5, and if you'll let me tap in real quick, because I'm an NFC guy, but this is what I see on the outside end. I literally have Bills as of right now. Bills, Chiefs, Steelers, Ravens, Texans. That's what I got
You
right
said
now. I got
Bills, Chiefs.
Chiefs, Steelers, Ravens, Texans.
That's solid. I'm gonna keep it G with you. And despite what everybody may think, despite what the records are, the Steelers are the best team in the AFC right now.
Uncle Shay Shay said the same thing.
What do you look for from championship teams? Cuz you look for a
Defensive run
solid defense.
and running the ball. And y'all check all the boxes. So
You look for a solid running game. Look for a solid running game to open up that play action. You look for a solid defense. You look for a solid special teams unit. We got one of the best special teams unit in the league right now.
I
You look
didn't
at
think about
coaching.
that. I didn't think about
Man,
that either.
listen, you talk about coaching. Before the season started, and listen, I ain't throwing no shade, I'm just throwing facts. Everybody that I watch, everybody, I'm talking about including our favorite, our boys. Yo, listen, Uncle Shay Shay, my boy Stephen A. Smith, Molly was there with him. Good old Molly. Hey, Molly. She was there.
Hey, Molly.
Jeff Saturday. My boy, my boy Doggy. My boy Nick Broussard. My boy Chris. All of them. My boys from Get Up. All of them. They all said Pittsburgh Steelers have last place in the division written all over them. This will be Mike Tomlin's first losing season. It's right there. You can pull it up. They got videos. They got reels. They got all of that. First of all,
They did say that.
shout out to Coach Tomlin for being him. Because either way, if you're not, even if you're not a football fan, you know who Coach Tomlin is as a coach. Dog, because of that
Definitely.
Steelers culture. When you play the Steelers, you know what to expect. Hard-nosed football, your face mask on my face mask until somebody's face mask is in the ground. Point blank, period.
Right.
I love what they're doing right now. The first half of the season, like it's another half, but then because you also got to understand too, everybody was talking about, oh well, their schedule's kind of favorable going in the first half of the season. If they can get past these games, then maybe they can be okay. But we see them losing to these teams. All the teams that they said they seen us lose to, we have beaten.
Yep. I agree.
We beat the Commanders. Oh well, we'll see what happens when they go into this gauntlet. Everybody thought the Jets were going to be something. We handled the Jets. I don't really count the Giants game. I'm not going to be a bully. We're not going to talk about the Giants. That Commanders game, we're going to lose to the Commanders. Oh, you'll definitely lose to the Ravens. Russ can't do it. Come on, man.
Yeah, I agree.
They've won the Pittsburgh Steelers have won 2 games this year, kicking nothing but field goals. That was week 1 against the Atlanta Falcons.
Yes,
and
sir.
that was last week. That was last week against the Baltimore Ravens. And that's one of the reasons why I say that they are the best team, because they find ways to win football games. They find ways to win football games. That's no shade to the other one, but I have the Steelers. I have Buffalo. I have the Chiefs. I have the Chargers. And I have the Ravens.
Yeah, they scare me. We played them off the bye week, man.
Man, listen, let me tell you about these Jim Harbaugh Chargers. No big names. Not a number 1 over there. Herbert's throwing the ball to Ladd McConkey and Quentin Johnston. Now, granted, he took his brother's backfield because J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards are doing a phenomenal job over there.
Man, J.K. Dobbins, I'm so happy for J.K. Dobbins.
It's such a wonderful story, man. It is such a wonderful story to see what J.K. Dobbins is doing this year on the football field.
If Kirk wasn't going crazy, I would want comeback player to come to go to J.K. But we gonna get into Kirk. Kirk played bad this week, but his numbers look the same.
Yeah. But man, I had to put. We got to show love to the Chargers, man, because under the radar, they're under the radar. 3 losses under the radar, and then that win Sunday night against Joe Burrow, them boys was surging back. Like they were surging. I was for sure it was going to be another classic Chargers letdown. But what really stood out to me was the coaching. If that was old boy, I ain't even gonna put him out there. But if that was old boy.
Yeah,
we know what would have happened.
Yeah,
we know what would have happened. So, shout out to the Chargers, man, for trying to make noise. And you up there, you talk about the Broncos. What if the Chargers sneak in and got to go see them Chiefs?
I agree with you.
Now, the one thing that I can say about the Chargers is the last couple of games the Chargers played the Chiefs because they hop out. They start off fast. They hop out to double-digit leagues. I'm talking about 10-0, 13-0. I've even seen a 17-0 at one point in time. But the coaching, let the foot off the gas. You give Mahomes a couple shots, like you said. You give him 27 seconds.
you're crazy.
and you lose by 3.
You might gotta give Mahomes or Mahomes might be one of them quarterbacks. You might gotta run the clock out. I feel like if he
Yo,
got
3
anything left,
seconds.
he may
3 seconds. You need him to make a
max.
decision. 3 seconds. It's either you score or you don't. Because
Yeah.
if he does it, then obviously we know that's Patrick Mahomes. He's going to do it. But obviously than that, you know,
I mean, either that or score, and you better get prevent heavy. Put all your best. Put some receivers out there. Remember the one time back not too long ago, we ran prevent. We put Julio back there.
yeah, yeah, smart.
So I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. They gotta figure that part out, man. But hey, I like your list though. Your list solid. I dig it.
Yeah, I
I
appreciate
dig
it,
it for
man.
sure. I can't be mad at that list. Um, hey man, you know what time it is. Time for our segment, man. Our favorite segment. I go
Oh
first because
yeah,
I got a point to say and I'm out the way.
yeah, man. It's
Yeah,
about that
I'm out the
time,
way.
man. Pushing P, man. Pushing P. What we
Pushing
doing
P,
this week?
man. I'm pushing P for. I'm pushing P for. What am I pushing P for? Cause
I've been waiting for this second.
I'm pushing P for. Please, Kirko, put the chains back for a minute. All right. I'm pushing P for.
Yo,
I'm pushing P for what's going on? Like predictable, like anything for P, bro. Falcons. If we
possibility.
if we didn't lose to the Saints, if we didn't lose to the Saints, I wouldn't be so mad at this loss because this is a good team. They had man, this Sean Payton showed Raheem Morris what it means. Raheem Morris and Jimmy Lincoln what it means to be prepared because my defense looked like they never played football before playing against that. I've never seen my defense so lost, cuz.
Yeah, it was kind of rough, man.
Um, so let me just tap into this. Kirko still was he was 18 for 27, 173, but that's it. No. Um, we couldn't run the ball. We're getting predictable, cuz we're getting real predictable. And granted, Mooney was out. That was a big loss. We see that was a big loss.
Yeah,
Mooney was out. That was a big loss. We just couldn't get that cuz we got 6 points on the board. Last time we couldn't get in the end zone, we lost to y'all. And that's not no shade to y'all. Y'all did what y'all got to do. Y'all came out to be a good team, but that's week one, cuz. The and of course, thanks to Koo, he gave us 2 points. He made 2 field goals. Sorry, a day late, a dollar short. Because last week you couldn't make shit.
yeah.
All you had to make 2 last week for us to win the game. That's all we needed. So, cuz this is the one my defense gave up. Cuz you ready? This is Bo Nick's numbers: 28 for 33.
I'm not gonna do it, but I mean, I'm not going. But
I will
we
do it
know what
for
it
you.
is.
Shit. I'm going to do it. Cuz 28 for 33,
Golly,
307, and 4 touchdowns.
what a
With a cherry on top and whipped cream.
dang.
I knew we was in trouble because I'm gonna tell you, I love my Falcons to death. I know I come here and talk noise all the time. I knew we was in trouble when we did not get a pass rush at the deadline. I was upset. I'm still mad. When we didn't go acquire, we acquired for the kid for the Giants. Sources read on my end that I looked up, the Giants had a deal ready. It was at 4:05 though. Why are y'all not on the phone with them at 3:55 to press 10 minutes? 5 minutes is not a big difference. Even if you got it done at 4 o'clock, it could be done. The
Yeah,
Giants
yeah.
came with a deal at 4:05.
Well,
That
that's the
means you
Giants
wasn't
for you.
pressing it. That was dumb. First of all, that's annoying. Um,
That's crazy, man.
Once we didn't get a pass rusher, and there was plenty available that could have been solid. Like we didn't only have to go get him. We could have got anybody to help. What's killing us? Cause we can't get the quarterback. Cause one of our best tacklers is a safety. If our safety's making all the tackles, that's 5 to 10 yards already.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not saying that Jesse's proving why he's the best safety in the game right now, but him.
Yeah, but y'all not loading the box all the time neither. So that's why you said that. That's either like if you was, it would be different if you was just loading the box and you had them down in the box every single play. But
he don't
y'all
even
not
play
loading the box. And
he don't even play the down safety. Justin does. So the fact that he's even getting all the hits, and then Justin, bro, you've been on this team for how many years? You were just on this Sean Payton led team last year. You ain't know nothing. You couldn't get. You go ahead, man.
well, they got a new offense.
I'm
They got a
pissed
new
off.
offense.
I'm pissed off because even if we lose in that way, you cannot put up 6 points. We have no pass rush. That's going to kill us. So since we have no pass rush, you got to do one or two things: score the ball and run the ball and control the clock, or you got to get to the QB. We can't get to the QB. We can't get to the QB. Even the year we didn't have a defense when we went to the Super Bowl, had 14 and a half sacks that year. Vic Beasley. So somebody was getting to the quarterback.
Yeah.
Can we all agree? Can we put this to rest now? I don't know if he's hurt still or what, but I guess we're going to have to re-sign and see. But as of right now, Judon is not the answer. He's not the answer right now. I don't know if that injury had much effect on him. I don't know if it was easier for him to get to the quarterback because there was no expectations, but he's pretty much been invincible since he's been a Falcon. I don't know if he needs help, but
and that's what with that being, that what really makes me question y'all not pulling the trigger to try to get Calais Campbell back before the deadline too.
That's what I was going to bring up. We could have got Calais Campbell. Add to that. He needs some type of help, and let's see what he do. I'm not going to blame him right now because he has no type of. But the young, they're so. See, I love my coach Raheem, but he's kind of hard headed in some manners because he's like, "Oh, we good how we are." We're not good how we are. We're very good. We're a good football team, but good doesn't win you championships. Great does.
Y'all a talented football team. Y'all got a lot of talent, but like y'all need work in a lot of different areas.
And then, cuz, can I just say it for myself real quick? Any team in the NFL, if you got a pass rush, you're gonna beat us. Kurt might not be Kurt can't move. And if you get to him, you get to him. And I think that's going to be the final deciding factor if Penix is going to come in or not. Let Kurt drop another game. Let Kurt drop another game.
Yeah. That's true because on two different sides, and because especially when we played each other week one, even though it was only week one, the difference between the difference maker of that game was the pressure that we was getting on Kirk, because you guys were the only one that got in the end zone. We were moving the football.
Even if you got to think of all our wins, cuz. Think of all the teams we played. Even with the especially our losses, we got to the quarterback. The Seahawks got to the quarterback. That's why we getting destroyed. Y'all got to the quarterback. The Broncos got to the quarterback. The Saints was getting to the quarterback that day. The blueprint's right in front, right there.
Yeah, and it's tough if you can't protect your quarterback, and then you can't get to the opposing team quarterback. That's a losing formula.
And then here's the last thing. I'm gonna let you go ahead. It's obvious who his favorite target is, because look how he look when he don't have him. So is that your favorite target, or do you not trust nobody else?
You can't do that, even though it that's what separates the true elite quarterbacks, because when we look at especially these quarterbacks as of late,
you're reading my point though. Like, why can't you do that with nobody else? Drake London was there.
It's troubling because Kurt is a veteran. That's the only reason I would say that. That's the reason why it's troubling, because he's a veteran.
Yep.
But into his defense, when it comes to certain systems, it's just certain quarterbacks that's like that. You know what I mean? Like Dak, when he didn't have CD or he didn't have Dez, then he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Because it's not like that's your only weapon. You got Bijan fucking Robinson.
I understand you guys are loaded. You guys are loaded, so I do understand that. But you know how it is. I mean,
His
look at
his his interception he threw, Bijan was wide open for the check down. It was nobody around him. He missed
look
it.
at Purdy though. Look at Purdy at times when he don't have Debo, or if he don't have Kittle, or if he don't have like Purdy is only
But
Purdy when he has all of them.
but
You know what I mean?
but what separates Purdy from Kurt? We just said it.
Yeah, he's a
Kurt's a
veteran.
vet, man.
Yeah,
If he
yeah.
was
So I
if he was
I get it.
if he was younger, I'd be like, all right, yeah, you're right, you're right. Like if this was Penix, okay, cool, he got to learn it. Kurt,
Yeah,
you've
I
been
get it.
around it, done it. You've been around it, done it. You've always had weapons. Kirk's never been in a situation where he hasn't had some type of weapon. When he
Yeah,
was in
even when he was a
when he
Redskin.
was in the Redskins, he had Garcon, he had them boys. When he was with
Yeah,
the Vikings, he's had Justin Jefferson to top
yeah. He had
sometimes.
Stephon Diggs.
He has Stephon Diggs. You know what I'm saying? He had the Rudolph guy that was the tight end. He's had
Yeah,
weapons. He had AP for a little bit.
yeah. So I
He's
get
always
that.
had
I do get
weapons.
that.
So it's like,
I get that.
bro,
And you guys have too much talent. Like, and then like for real, it's to the point to where like y'all have so much talent. If one guy goes down, I'm like, oh hell yeah. Mooney's done. Is Mooney done for the day? Oh yeah, I'm going to turn this into the Tim Pitts show. Oh, Tim Pitts. Oh, y'all on Tim Pitts? Well, y'all don't even know my Swiss Army knife I got back here in Ray McLeod. Oh,
like,
where
bro,
y'all on Ray
like
Ray?
it's
Well, yo, coach, let's bring in let's do a shotgun set where we can bring Algier and Robinson in the game. You guys have too many weapons, so I get
they
it.
they're running it too basic, and Raheem is too confident in that basic method. And Raheem's in a win-win because even now we're going to the playoffs. But if we keep playing like this, first it's over. We out first round. I do believe we're gonna play. Now we do have a little gauntlet coming up, though. I will say that because we got the Chargers. That's why I didn't want them two losses to fall because we got the Chargers coming up off the bye. We got a bye week this week. We got the Chargers coming off the bye because then we got the Raiders. Then we got the Giants and the Commanders. Oh, I'm sorry. We got the Chargers, the Vikings, then the Raiders, then the Giants, Commanders, Panthers. We could easily go 3-3 in that, and 3-3, 2-4, easily, easily, easily.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. Y'all can easily go 3-3. Y'all can easily go 2-4 because y'all the way y'all been playing, y'all can have that one slip up game. Mess around and be against the Panthers. Um,
I hope not.
um, but in all actuality, if y'all can get it together, because I mean, you can't tell me that coach ain't looking at that Denver tape and it's like this is not us. You guys put together no offense,
The only thing
and
I
we
feel
and we
confident
know.
in is last time we went 2 weeks like that, we came back like 3, 4 weeks and we was booming. So hopefully it's the same recipe for it, you know. Because when we ain't putting no offense up against y'all, and then we ain't putting no offense up, we won a couple, and then we ain't putting no offense up against
The Seahawks.
the Seahawks. We came back 2, 3 weeks and we was busting ass. So hopefully that's a routine. So maybe now we done got our ass, but we done lost one we shouldn't have lost. I don't care about we should have dropped that one to the Saints. I put it on the team, but I also put that on Koo because Koo, you got it.
Man,
We
it's
we
so
pay you
many
the big bucks.
losses. Y'all should have lost to the Eagles Monday night. Y'all shouldn't have lost to
Chiefs.
the Chiefs.
Because they call
Y'all
that call.
damn sure
They
should
if
have
they
lost to
if
the
they call that
Colts.
they call that call me on the 1 yard line. Now, granted, Pat Mahomes get the ball with a minute some change. He gonna come down there, but still,
Yeah, I get it.
still,
I get
even
it.
even even our game, if we at least put up another touchdown, we all right. We couldn't make nothing happen. They act like they never seen TJ. They act like TJ Watt was invisible. That's how much they wasn't blocking him. I'm gonna let you go ahead, man. Go ahead, praise yours up, man. Go ahead. I'm done talking about them boys. They got me tight this week.
Well, yo, man, you know what? I'm gonna do it. You know, I didn't even agree. Jump straight into it, man. Straight, y'all know what it is, though. Especially all the fans. They know how we chat, real passionate about our teams. You know what I mean? Shout out to, you know what I mean, Big Dog. Shout out to Keish with the flavor. Shout out to the boy Lucky. You know what I mean? He can be here with us right now, but we holding it down. First and foremost, it is basketball season early in the season. I am pushing patience for my Mavericks. Yeah, I know how it's looking right now. You know what I mean? We still getting it together. The same way we had to get it together when Kyrie first got there. Y'all see how that went. The same way that we had to put it together when PJ and Gafford first got there. It took us a little while, but we went on that crazy streak, was the best team in the second half of the NBA. Now, with a whole season and a whole offseason under their belts, I am looking forward to a swing. And just be prepared to start seeing these maps start going off. I'm going to say probably after the Christmas game when we play Ant-Man and them boys, and then we'll probably drop maybe a couple games, but then we'll go on that run after the All-Star weekend. Y'all know how we do. Just get ready for us. We just looking to see how everybody doing so we can get prepared for the season and see where we get in, where we fit in. So I'm pushing patience on them Mavs. Shout out to Coach Kidd and all my boys over there, all my Mavs fans. Y'all know how we get it. Now, for these damn Steelers,
Here we go.
I'm first off, I'm still pushing patience because the season is it's not over. We've seen this a lot of times, especially if you true football fans. We've seen this and with all different type of teams, all different type of talent, all different type of runs. But I'm pushing praise for this damn Steelers team. That performance against two-time reigning MVP, Mr. Jackson, as Coach Tomlin was calling him, we all know what a talent he is. First of all, that performance, holding King Henry 13 carries, really just because of the fact that their running game was not really working. He had the one big run, but other than that, front seven was really bottling him up in the backfield. I don't know if you've seen the game, cuz, but TJ had that
Yeah.
phenomenal play. He was unblocked, just came in there and just rocked him. I'm talking about old school,
TJ
legal.
different, man.
Oh my goodness, man! For you to hit in the open field, this is King Henry we're talking about. Like, I mean, phenomenal play. The whole defense played phenomenally. Offense, they threw some wrinkles at us. I'm not even going. First of all, everybody they claim that they're one of the worst defense. First of all, that Baltimore Ravens defense, they have their troubles, but they are not one of the worst defenses in the league. Now, the thing that they did take away was the deep ball. They took away the deep ball, but Russ hit it when he needed to hit it to Pickens down the sideline. So, you know, still learning, still getting things crisp. You gotta learn how to play a tough division game. That was phenomenal. You know, I mean, my boy Russ, Mr. Wilson, proud of my boy. I was just
Yeah,
waiting for it.
he
Everybody
balling,
talks
man.
so bad about my boy, man. The whole world, man. Everybody, man. They talk so bad. Oh, he's washed and this is
Hey,
that. I
hey,
know
man,
y'all hear this every episode,
we
man.
had
This is because
we
they
had his
said
back
it.
on here because we both know what he could do. We had his back on here.
Man, listen. My boy's playing great football right now. Like what he's doing in the fourth quarter in particular is just unmatched by any other quarterback in the league. If you don't believe me, go check it out. I ain't even going to spoil you with the stats. Check it out yourself. You know, but other than that, since he's been starting, he's 4-0. They praise Justin for being 4-2. Russ is 4-0. 6 TDs, 2 picks, 94.4 QBR, almost 1,000 yards, 942 yards. Can't complain. The way he's managing the offense, the way that he's got them believing into the way that they're playing that they can beat anybody, it's phenomenal. As well as the coaching. Like I said, on all levels. Defense, special teams, and offense. You know, like, oh, we're not sold on the offense, you know, you gotta get in the end zone, you gotta get in the end zone. Yeah, that's a good defense right there. That was a bend but don't break defense. How many times did we get in the red zone? But we had to kick field goals. I
Facts.
mean, hats off to him. I mean, Russ obviously threw the one, you know, the pick in the red zone, but you know, he threw it a little high. But trust me, Darnell Washington, he's 6'7". I'm
Yeah,
throwing it high too. He didn't even jump for the football,
he
you know.
did.
So like, I mean, I don't think that was all his fault, but that defense, number 2, scoring defense behind the Chargers. I believe the Broncos is number 3, but that's what wins you championships. I ain't gonna dwell on it. Short week this week. Thursday got Cleveland. Next week got the Bengals. Then after that we got Cleveland again. I think we can go 3-0.
I think so too. I don't think I know actually because y'all have a real
It's gonna be
offense.
fun.
Yeah, because y'all have a real offense, and the what you call it? They're struggling to put up points. The Browns
Yeah.
and Joe Burrow line don't know how to block, so y'all should be all right.
Yeah.
So as y'all put up
Yeah, but
points,
then
y'all
we
should
got
be all right.
we got the Browns again after that, and then I think that's when we go to Baltimore and see Mr. Jackson again. So yeah,
Yeah, I think the leader of the division gonna come down to that game right there. And if y'all can win that off, y'all should be. And I think y'all will, to be honest with you, because
yeah, we got
it's
a
in
game and a
Pittsburgh,
half
right?
lead right now. So which one?
It's in Pittsburgh, right? No, like the Baltimore game because y'all played in Baltimore already, right? Or is it the other way
Nah, we was
around?
in Pittsburgh. We go to Baltimore.
Yeah, we gonna see what's up. That's the game. We gonna see if Mr. Jackson really like that. Hey man, I'm
Yeah,
proud
because
of y'all
it's
boys,
different.
man.
He's different. He's different. He's different in Baltimore. We all know. So
Yeah, I'm
we're gonna
proud of
see.
them. I'm proud of them boys, man. Listen, man. Y'all, you and Lucky, y'all fam. So I ain't no hater. Y'all balling out right now. You feel what I'm saying? And it look good, man. They look like Steelers, man. The Steel Curtain. That's what they pride off, and that's what they looking like.
Yeah, it's
So,
fun. It's fun to see, man.
yeah, man. Hey, man, let's slide into it. It's your turn. What up with it?
Oh, here we go. We ain't even gonna play with them. Let's get straight into it, y'all. This week, this is the Who You With segment. You already know how we get with the Who You With segment. Random question that we have just based off what's been going on throughout the season and throughout the week. So, big dog, who you with this week? Because like I've been saying, for our best and our worst through the hold on, excuse me, through the who played the best and the worst in the AFC and the NFC. Slogging football out bad football. But which offense do you think is going to turn it around before the end of the season? I got the Jets, I got the Bears, I got the Browns, and I got the Jags. Who you with?
Unfortunately, since I have to pick, because that was a bad list right there. um, I think if it's anybody who has the most potential to turn it around, it'll be the Bears offensively. Because I think if they got a running game, they got veteran receivers, they got the rookie. I just feel like the Jets, man, that ain't Aaron Rodgers, man. I think sometimes Father Time catches up with you, and I think it's catching up with Aaron. Unfortunately, they played a great game a couple weeks last. What was it? When they played the Colts, right? But
Yeah, last week.
Aaron's not looking like Aaron. They thought Devontae Adams would be the what you call it. They don't have a coach right now. I don't think the Jaguars are bad. I think they need a clean house. I think they need to shop off, either go get some players or shop off Trevor Lawrence and go start all over again. One or the other, because Trevor Lawrence isn't getting it done. And remember, he came out. He's supposed to be this and that and that. Oh, he's sick. What was he 6'6"? Oh, he can move. Oh, he this, oh that.
Yeah,
What has he got to
the
show for it?
Clemson,
Nothing.
yeah.
So they better try to trade off. The Browns need a QB. The Giants need a QB. They better figure it out because, yeah, they look bad. And then what's the other team you said? The Browns.
Yeah.
Um, their division is going to make it rough for them. That's what I feel. They just unfortunately in the division with y'all and the Bengals and the Ravens. So that's why they won't turn it around. And I think their next couple of days they got to go through the division. So give me the Bears, man. I mean, the Bears got a rough division too. Don't get it twisted because they got the Vikings and the Lions in there, but they got the
Yeah,
most
they actually got the
potential.
Vikings this week. Yeah, they
Yeah,
got
they
the
got.
Vikings this week. They looked a little different, because they, obviously they fired Shane Waldron
Yeah, yeah.
last week, so they got a new offensive coordinator. They did look kind of solid against the Packers this week, so
That's what I'm
I do
saying.
get
They
why
got the
you
most
saying
potential.
that.
They got the most potential for me.
I get what you. I get. I can definitely dig that, man. But I'm gonna say
Pick anybody but the Jaguars.
I I'm trying to believe in the Jags just because of the
Pick
up and
anybody
coming
but the
talent that they do
Jaguars.
have. But Mac Jones
Pick
is their
anybody
backup,
but the
and
pick
I'm
anybody
going
but
with
the
the
Jags,
Jets,
man.
man. I'm going with the
I,
Jets, man.
they're my second. They're my second. I like
Man,
the Bears better
listen,
than they did.
I'm going with the Jets just because obviously, like you said, you pointed out the two main reasons that they've been slow. You know what I mean? You fire your head coach, you get a new, wide receiver in Devontae who's getting acclimated in the offense. You get rid of Mike Williams. You got Tyron Smith who's a pillar of your O line who's been hurt. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Obviously you got the old man and A Rod back there, you know what I'm saying? But like he still got weapons. He still got some of his favorite toys back there. Garrett Wilson is still balling. If he can get
Definitely an
Lazard
old man.
acclimated, yeah. But if he can get Lazard acclimated as much as he's trying to incorporate everybody else, even as far as like Conklin's playing some great football from the tight end position. So I I think they can turn it, especially with their running game. Brees is solid. Brees is solid, man, and they use him in between the tackles as well as in the receiving game. So out of all of them, even though I like the Bears with how they looked last week, they still couldn't get it done. That's the same with the Jets, But like, if I had to pick one of the two, I would have, or out of all of them, I think I would pick the Jets, man. I think they got the potential to turn it around.
I ain't mad at that.
I think they. If you know what I really think though, because even though they made a whole bunch of fuss about it, I think they just need to let Nathaniel Hackett just finish calling the calls. Because
Yeah, that's
honestly,
what I feel like.
that's how he's comfortable. I mean, it's not like he ain't comfortable. He don't know what he got. It ain't like he was the relationship he had with Russ. You know what I'm saying? With that whole, aspect of throwing the ball and where to put it, and he already know what he got with Aaron Rodgers because he's coached him for so long, and they've been with each other for so long. So I think if they want to be successful, then that's going to be one of the parts they're going to have to do. They might as well just let him just make the play call. So.
Just let them rock out,
But
right?
I ain't gonna dwell on it too much because just looking at the list of all these teams, you know what I'm saying? Because I even wanted to say the Browns too. Jameis isn't bad, you know what I mean? And Nick Chubb, he's
Jameis is
back,
bad, but
he's getting
Jameis ain't bad, but Jameis is the backup quarterback.
yeah, that's true.
That's it. That's he can't get it done. It's a reason why he's a backup. He's a great backup. Don't get me wrong. I would love to have a Jameis Winston on my team to back up, but
Yeah,
he can't get it done.
yeah, that's facts.
He can't get it done. Next we got on the segment who's the best and the worst, man. AFC, NFC. Cause who you got the best in the NFC? You know what
Best
my
in the
answer is.
NFC, best in the
Yeah, this week.
NFC. That's good. You already know how it is, man. A lot of good football, a lot of bad football. But yo, man, this week. The last couple weeks, to be honest with you, man, best in the NFC for me, got to go with them Eagles, man. Saquon Barkley.
That's different.
Do I need to? Do I need to say more? Over 200 yards on the ground, couple rushing touchdowns, I believe over two. Receiving touchdowns. Yeah, Saquon, man. Them and them boys, Eagles been balling out. I believe they won 8. What is this? 8 in a row,
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I ain't gonna play with them.
They're going
Y'all
crazy.
got it, Eagles. Yeah, y'all got it. Philadelphia, best in the NFC.
Hey man, even though I feel like it's bully ball, I gotta give it to the Lions, man, because they did what they're supposed to do, man. And I can't not congratulate for doing what you're supposed to do. Yes, the Jags are bad. Yes, they have. The Jags have no life in them. But sometimes teams will look into that and excuse my back, I'm driving. Sometimes teams see an easy team and they'll lighten up and play down to the competition. They didn't
Yeah,
leave it to no nothing. They made sure you knew we're the better team, and I'm gonna show you we're the better team, and that's what they did. So I got the Lions for that. They scored on
facts. I can
all
dig it.
phases of the ball because uh, my boy was I think it was 28 for I think he was 28 for 33. I got it. Either 28 for 23 or 24 for 28. Either way, Jared Goff missed 3 passes and threw 4 touchdowns.
He's been solid all year. Like this is
He's a solid
like
MVP
all year.
candidate. Seriously, he's a
Bananas,
solid
man.
MVP candidate. St. Brown had 11 catches for 162 and 2 touchdowns. The running back had like my notes I left at my job, and he had like 12 carries for like 75, 80 yards, and he had 2 touchdowns. They scored on all
Yeah,
phases of the
Montgomery
ball.
goes off, man. Yeah, they go off, man. Then it's hard to stop Montgomery because he brings the pain, but he's also agile enough to get away from you once he hits the second level.
But
But what Jameer Gibbs does, what he does from the
man,
moment he touches the football, as soon as he hits the hole, if you don't hit him, it's over.
you see that
And
run he
trust me,
had when it looked like he was untouched.
yeah, man, like he goes off, man. Like
Like
I
they
remember
literally are
him.
Sonic and Knuckles, literally.
Yeah, I remember him in Alabama when he was doing that, man. I thought he would have stayed longer, but then I remember watching one game like, yo, man, wait till he gets to the NFL. He just needs to go. And he ended up going, man. Look at him now, man. Like, shout out to them Lions, man.
Man, listen, he is ridiculous. But yeah, I got the Lions, cuz, and I go ahead for the worst in the NFC, cuz I gotta play home, cuz the Falcons was the worst for me.
Well, I'm glad you said it instead of me. We can go ahead and move on now.
The Falcons said it cuz I mean 6 points, no touch, 6 points, no touchdowns, no nothing,
Extremely
no.
disappointing.
You look like really disappointed because that's why I tell people
Yeah,
when we talk about our teams, yeah, we passionate, but we realists on this show too. So if they playing bad,
yeah,
if either one
man.
of our teams playing bad, we'll tell each other or we'll tell ourselves. That's just how it is.
Yeah,
A lot of podcasts don't do that. Oh, we are we no, it's not all right. We're six
yeah. They
and
don't even know,
five.
man.
The Bucks are
Group chat
four
be
and
on fire.
we're 6 and 5. The Bucks are we're 6 and 5. The Bucks are 4 and 6. The only way the Bucks can beat the division over us is if we lose it. This is hand given to us. All we have to do is make sure we keep winning.
Yeah,
As long as the Bucks is a game behind us, they can't jump in front of us. We swept them. But if we
yeah.
start losing, cause hear me, if Kirko loses to the Chargers, be ready to see Penix. I'm telling you now. If
Are
Kirko
y'all
loses to
home
the
or y'all
Chargers,
in LA?
I don't know. I'll have to check. I think we're
Matter of fact, I'm about to.
I think
It's
we're in.
this week.
Nah, we got to buy this week. It's next week.
Oh, it's next week.
It's next week. I think we're in Atlanta. I think we're in Atlanta.
Oh, I'm about to check. I got the drawing right. I got the drawing right here. I'm about to check. Give me a second.
Actually, nah. I think we go to L.A. I think it's in L.A. I'm just scared because Jim Harbaugh and them Bolts they rolling right now.
They are. They playing good football, man, and it's going to be exciting to see. Oh man, nah. It is 1 o'clock. Y'all are home.
All right. You know what? We might can pull that off.
Yeah, y'all home.
Everybody got a week to get healthy. You know, Kirko got some time to reevaluate some shit. Um, I just I don't get why we don't. I don't get why we don't let Caden Ellis. I get we want him at linebacker, but he was so good at the edge rushing. Even if we could just use him like kind of like how Dallas used to use Micah.
I get it. I get it, man. But to me, like, even though y'all problem is I mean, that's the key aspect, y'all defense, man. I just don't understand why you guys just don't go back to old school Kirk Cousins football, man. Let your running backs go crazy because he's always had a running back that can go crazy. So just let your running backs dictate the pace. You control the clock.
Overthinking,
Get down the
overthinking.
field. You know what I mean? Open up the play action. I just don't get it. You know what I mean? But that's why I'm not a coach, I guess. You know what I mean? Because
Nah, fuck
to me,
that.
it just don't seem hard. Like
Fuck that. We are coaches, and we know what the fuck to do. You get your main player the ball. Whoever the star is of that day, you get them the damn ball. Shit. You know how many times in flag football, my son Jaden, the only thing I got, you know what I did? That motherfucker got the ball, whether he threw it, caught it, passed it, ran it. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I can dig it because we play sports, so we know how it is.
Yeah, you know when your top tier player is your top tier player. He can do everything. Usually your top tier player can do anything you need him to do.
Yeah,
So
because
I'm
there
looking
be
at
them
this
days.
like, why can't we like yeah, they they're planning for Bijan. So we got Algier. We got the kid from Alabama. Let's throw them in the mix so they can't game plan for Bijan. They're ready for Bijan. Bijan's not getting splash plays no more because we're abusing it.
Yeah, I think, man, like I think I don't know, man. I think you need
I
more
feel,
production from Ray Ray. I think Ray Ray should have a package every game. That's
yeah,
just my thing. Because for real, if you think about it, if Rondell Moore was healthy and was playing, then he would have a package,
Jesus Christ,
and because
Jesus Christ.
he would be one of those guys that have a pay like they would have a package for him, and in all actuality, he can actually they actually complement each other because they can do the same things.
Yep,
You know,
Ray.
they can actually do the same things.
I've noticed that Ray gets a little bit in his bag though. Like I think that's what kills him the most. Like he gets caught up in the moment. He'll get the dumb, like the one game he got the dumb penalty that got us 15 yards. You know, it's like you gotta
Yeah,
understand the time,
yeah,
the moment. You know, I think that's the biggest
yeah.
thing for him is that I don't think he understand. I don't think he quite understands that yet. But when he
Could you
does,
understand? Could you imagine if the 49ers would have used him like how y'all using him though?
exactly. I bet you their eyes open like, damn, why we didn't think of that? Which is shocking because it's Kyle Shanahan. You know, you would think he would be the first one to think like that.
Yeah, that's facts.
Hey, cuz, let me show you an interesting nugget. The coaching staff for the 2017 Falcons that went to the Super Bowl, did you know they're all head coaches now?
Say word.
Promise you. I saw that stat the other day.
That's what's up, yo.
That's
All the part of
crazy.
that Shanahan, yo, that Shanahan tree, man. Like, yo, man. First of all, yo, we talking about good football, bad football. Like, we show a lot of love to the players. You know what I mean? Obviously, because they're the ones on the field, man. But like, yo, man, shout out to all them coaches, man. Like, shout out to the coaches who put in the time and put in the work to really mastermind and really try to develop game plans to try to win football games on a weekly basis because it's not something that's easy to do,
Not at
especially
all.
when you're used to winning one season and then you try to implement a little bit of what you did that season before into
Uh,
your next season and you get the injury bug and you just shout out to those coaches, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stressful nights because I know they got families and stuff too, you know what I'm saying? But then we don't take that into the accountability, you know, the talent that they have and what they try to implement on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays on the football field. You know what I mean? So shout out to the coaches too, man, because like it's been some great coaching in these first couple games. Even though it's been some bad coaching, it's been some great coaching as well. You know what I mean? So I had to
yeah,
shout out the coaches.
yeah, I agree. And I thought I screenshotted the stat, but yeah, because it was like Kyle Shanahan. Um, I think the what's his name from the Rams? He was something like everybody that was a
Talking
part
about
of that.
McVay.
Yeah, everybody that was a part of that staff in some type of way, shape, or form was all on that team. I can't find it. I'm gonna find it eventually though. I saw it the other day. I don't know if
That's
he wasn't like one of the top coaches, but he was a position coach.
facts.
There was a couple of them that position coaches, and they all head coaches now. And I'm like, damn, well, that explains why everything was so, that was a special year. Unfortunately, we couldn't cash in, but, it'd have been great. What would, cuz, no, I'll say that. I still need a question. So I'll say that. What about the AFC? Best and worst?
Best and worst for the AFC.
Yeah.
You know,
What the best first? I mean,
a lot of good football this week, last
I
couple of
for,
weeks. But you know, what
I
I mean, just
forgot who
like
I
Big
picked.
Dog did. Yo, I'm not even going to dwell on it. Yo, I'm keeping it home. You already know what it is. I'm keeping it home. Yo, them Steelers went off 2 big wins back to back, crunched it out against the Commanders, went on and handled a great game from Russ, three touchdown passes against the Commanders, I believe. Gutted out a good win, 6 field goals from the boy Boswell against these Ravens. Great division win. Guy ain't even gonna play with them. We're gonna go with them Steelers, Pittsburgh, best in the AFC.
Where they was actually my second pick. I really did like that win because I was going over a good quality team. But I gave it to the Bills this week, man. Just the way they won. If they didn't win the way they did, y'all have my vote. It's the way they won. Josh Allen putting the nail in the fucking coffin. That did something for me. You know what I'm saying? And granted, y'all had the same type of magnitude in game, so it was hard for me to figure out which one I actually wanted because y'all win was big too. Divisional, that's reigning MVP. Everybody said y'all was gonna lose to them, so I'm like, which one? But that drive, if that drive didn't happen when Josh Allen got that scoring touchdown and put the nail in the coffin, I would have picked y'all. But I'm telling you, that was the difference maker for me right there. Is Josh Allen, not nobody
I get
else,
the
not him throwing the ball, not the defense. Josh Allen slammed the fucking door in Pat Mahomes' face. I had to give that props for this week for me.
yeah,
And the
big win for
worst,
Buffalo this week.
I'm gonna be a bully. The fucking Jags. If I gotta if I gotta pick my own team, I'm gonna be a bully. The Jags would play the worst. They got dominated in all phases of the ball. At this point, Dover High probably can beat the Jags. I'm convinced. If I'm being a little
You
too
said
harsh,
who?
fine. Dover High could probably the Jags.
Oh yeah, well look, we had the same for the worst in the NFC and the
Uh,
AFC because I picked
yeah,
Jacksonville too. We ain't gonna dwell on them.
they
Hopefully,
they
Kirk turn
look
it around
terrible.
because he on the verge to get up out of there.
Yeah, they look terrible. Dover High probably can beat them. If I'm being too harsh, my bad. Del State could probably beat them. Then shit.
No,
Either way, both our teams is terrible. So therefore, Jags, go ahead, man. I know we played some bad football, but they look terrible. A 50 burger on the
yeah,
head, half a hundred in a
yeah,
football game is insane.
yeah.
And they done did it.
That's
Shout out to the Lions
nasty
because this is
work.
their second time doing this, so they just showing off now. Cause I would hate for them to stall out. So I hope this ain't all for nothing.
Well, only time shall tell.
I would hate for them to stall out. I think that was it. Hey man, I think it's time for our new segment, cuz.
hmm Time for the
Um,
new segment.
New segment. It's called it's called, and we hit it right here on the head. Game point. Yes, sir. The point of this is we're gonna make our last and final point, man. You know the ball. You got to check the ball. We already checked the rock to start the game. Now we checking the rock for our game point. My game point question of the day, cuz you ready for this? What
Yeah.
team, if they won the Super Bowl, changes their legacy?
You said changes the what?
The changes how we view them. So like we got like the Falcons got their laws. Remember I mean the Rams ended up winning one, but what happens if they win? If the Rams no, what if the Niners won one of these ones? They finally won too. What team does it really change the trajectory? Because the Niners go from, of course they already have some, but if they win one of them rings that have been dominant, do we look at them the way we look at it? And coincidentally, it's two teams in this category that we talk about, which is the Niners and the Falcons. If they got it done, their legacy might be changed, but it's one common denominator. But I'm gonna leave that to you to answer.
You talking about of all time, or are you talking about of this season right now?
Nope, I'm talking about in general. At least the last five,
Oh,
at least the last 10 years. Could it have changed anybody's? Could them winning a Super Bowl could have changed anybody the way they look, the way we look at them right now?
Um,
Like I
I
said,
mean
we
that's an interesting question because I mean if I go back if I go back 10 years,
yeah,
um,
I give you some space to wiggle. I give you some space to wiggle.
all right, well I mean I ain't gonna play at home. I'm gonna give y'all another example, but I do want to put that question out there. How would people how would people really look at Russ if he throws that game winning touchdown
You're right.
and
You're right. That's why I
becomes
said
the
that.
first black quarterback to win
Cause
back to
that's why.
back Super Bowls?
Cause that's why I asked it because they in that ballpark too.
I mean that I think that's a realistic question. Like, what happens if not only Russ throws the not what if he just hands the ball off? What if he actually audibles and hands the ball off?
Hands the ball off. What if he hands the
And
ball off?
the Seahawks become the Seahawks become the first team since the Patriots to win back to back. Do they become a dynasty after that? Because if they win that Super Bowl, I don't think no one leaves. I think they stay together.
Cause what if? Cause what if Cam Newton doesn't lose to Peyton?
Facts.
Cause what if the Falcons finish off that Super Bowl? Cause what if the Chiefs beat the Patriots that year? They went and won that Super Bowl. Remember that year when they wiped out wait, was that the Eagle year in the Super Bowl? When the Chief when the Patriots beat the Chiefs when Tom Brady was there?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep.
So what if the Chiefs go instead of the which color? Do the Eagles win that Super Bowl?
I don't yeah, I think they do. I think they do.
These are the things. These are the things. These are the questions I'm asking. So, what team do you think legacy is held on? Because, like you said, you brought up a great point with Russ. Russ will have two Super Bowls right now, and we
Well, yeah,
really have to.
that's I think that's my answer to that question. Especially looking at the way the football has been going. I mean, I understand that those, the 49ers teams that have made it and all the the Patriot teams and the cheap teams, but like I mean that's what I really think about, you know what I mean? Cuz especially the way that he's playing now and then think about what he all that he had went through these last couple of seasons. Oh, he wins that Super Bowl because the defense. Obviously, we had a solid defense, but then if we go back and win another one, he beats Tom Brady and he beats Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying. Russ's career is completely looked at differently.
I think he's first a ballot Hall of Famer automatically.
No, seriously. If Eli can get credit
If
for
that
beating,
happens,
if Eli can get
if
credit
that happens,
for beating what you call it twice, then if Russell beats both of them each, I think that deserves the same thing.
man, yeah, I think he would be first ballot Hall of Famer. And
For
if they
sure.
win that Super Bowl, like I said, I don't think the team breaks up. I think that
They
I
stay
think they
together.
become the next dynasty since the Patriots.
Yeah, yeah. That's raw. I like that. I know you probably think I'm gonna pick home and say if the Falcons win, we change. But I don't. I feel like we still be looked at where we were. I feel like everybody was still gonna go where they was gonna go. I feel like everything was gonna happen still if it was gonna happen. I feel like Kyle Shanahan was still going to the 49ers, whether he won a championship or not. So, with that being said, I think if Cam Newton pulls off, I think winning a Super Bowl is probably the only thing he hasn't done at his collegiate level. Yeah, he's the only. That's the only thing he hasn't done. He won high school.
Yeah.
I think he did. They won. Then they win a bowl game when he was in Auburn.
Yeah. They won
Yeah,
the national championship.
championship. Yeah, if he wins a Super Bowl,
Yeah, they beat Oregon.
if he wins a Super Bowl, guys, Cam Newton probably could be not only the first black, but one of the most winning is there it is quarterbacks ever.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal season. They went 15-1 that year.
So as much as I want to play at home, if Cam wins, cuz I think we talking Cam. I think we talking about Cam in a different light.
Yeah.
I think we talking about Cam in a different light, cuz that's me
Because he
personally.
already had the rookie records. He had the record, so
He He already gets massive respect, and he didn't win. So imagine if he did.
Yo, man, shout out to Cam Newton, man.
Yeah, for
He a
sure,
dog.
for sure, for
And
sure.
he deserves all the respect. He deserves all the respect because of his accolades. He's a game changer at the position. And I've been reading up on how he feel about what the Panthers is doing to him, and I agree with him 100%. Like, it ain't no way that you want players to come and play for your organization and you don't have the players that they probably looked up to and seen. And probably the reason that they do what they do, not even recognizing him in the facility at all. He took your team to a quarterback. Excuse me, to a Super Bowl. But your
Yeah, it
your
should
other
be against
quarterback,
it should be against the law the way they treat him. And like
yeah, and
it
I'm
should
like,
be
yo, man, I'm like,
like
I believe what the Panthers been to the Super Bowl one other time with Jake Delhomme or something like that, was it? Like, come on, man.
yeah,
And
nah, it's insane. And the things he did there, like he essentially his career got ended because of how hard he played there.
yeah, if you really think about it,
Hey,
like,
guys, it's your turn to tap in now. Thank y'all for joining our
oh well,
first
let's get
segment. It's
into
your
it.
turn to
Let's get
tap in.
into it. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. We're about to end it off. You already know what it is, yo. Scrap spread counts. We're not gonna play with them. For all my betting folks out there, last week if you was rocking with your boy, you did all right. We went 3-0 last week. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we gonna do. We're gonna turn it up. 9-7 overall. You know what I mean? Had a couple stumbles. You know what I mean? Upsets early in the season, but we ain't gonna play with them right now. So what we gonna do is go with the lock. Lock I'm taking for this week, obviously, the way that they've been playing football. I'm going with the Steelers, obviously, Thursday night against the Browns, 3.5. Don't really see the Browns. Obviously, it's a tough division game, but I don't see the Browns putting up a lot of points. I see Steelers going out there really getting their footing back, trying to, clean up some of the things that they had going against them last week against Baltimore, even though they came out with a win. So if you bet, I'm definitely taking that as a lock. Go ahead, take that 3.5 for the Steelers. Um, People might say I'm crazy, but listen, Big Dog, you tapped in on it earlier, talking about how the Bears might be looking a little bit different. Now with this new offensive coordinator that they got. Um, the team that I got that won't cover this week is the Vikings. They got the Vikings -3.5 over the Bears. Tough division game. They are in Chicago. Vikings offense been starting off. They've been kind of slow these last couple games. They weren't as explosive starting off as the beginning of the season. I think this is the game that really gets them if they decide to come out and start slow. You know what I mean? Even though you can't take away what Justin Jefferson's been doing this season, having a phenomenal year. I think if they do win, it might be a squeaker. They might just win by a field goal. So I wouldn't take that 3.5 for the Vikings this week. Surprise pick this week. I'm going with the Chargers. Might not like it, but I think it's gonna happen, especially the way they've been playing football. Ravens they haven't been looking too sharp, these last couple games. +2.5 versus the Ravens. I definitely can see the upset. I can see Jim going in there and taking out his brother. Just doing what big brothers do to little brothers, So I can definitely see that. Chargers +2.5. Not even gonna play with them. That's Scrap Spot account this week. Y'all go ahead and get y'all some money. Scrap Spotlight. Hey yo, Big Dog, you got a player of the week this week?
Yeah, I had Jared Goff.
Jared Goff, player of the week this
Jared
week?
Goff. I believe he was 24 for 28. Um, he had 400 something yards with 4 TDs. Man, you can't. I don't know. I don't know what else you can. I don't know what else to look at. He's the only one, and I think that's why I think he might win MVP because Bull's putting up crazy numbers and nobody's talking about it. We talking about the flashy stuff with with Lamar Jackson and with Josh Allen, but look at what he's not even doing it quietly. That's the crazy part. Look what Jared Goff's doing over there and down there in Detroit. It has to be talked about, bro. And I'm gonna be the first one to bring it up, man. It's not the first time. Remember he had that one game he was perfect.
Yeah, he was 18 for 18. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got Jared Goff. What you got? A couple people I could have went with.
I
Like I
could
go
do
with
it,
Jared Goff.
man. Yeah, man. Scratch spotlight, man. This week, I'm gonna go ahead and shine my light on him. I don't, you know what I mean? Even though it might hurt your feelings, big dog, but he did put up a great, spectacular performance. You know what I'm
Bo
saying? We
Nix.
talking about the
That was
rookie.
my second one. Nah, you ain't gonna hurt my feelings.
Yeah,
We
Bo,
dumped the
man.
ass, man. I'm a realist. We
Man,
got a we
Bo
got a
went
job.
off,
We got
man.
a job to do.
Bo went off, man. 28 for 33, only missed 5 passes, 307 yards, 4 TDs, no picks. Um, just coming along well as a rookie. You know what I mean? It's a couple of him, Jaden Daniels. You know what I mean? They are Drake May. They playing some good football. You know, Caleb. You know, I guess that was expected because I kind of figured. You know what I mean? But he still got time to turn it around. But yo, man, shout out to the boy Bo Nix, man. He did scratch spotlight this week. Had to go ahead and shine some light on them Broncos, man, because they went on and balled out.
Hey, I ain't mad at that, man. Yeah, it's against my boys, but you know what? When you acting up, you get a belt. You get an ass whooping. That's what happened. We was acting up. You know, we had the we had
Yeah,
the
unfortunately.
we had the Saints come in. We had the Saints come. We went down to the Bayou. Ate too much. What you call it? What's it called? Gumbo. Got beat down real quick. Then we went over there to the Boulder and got smacked up real quick. So it is what it is.
It's
We
cold
can't do
out
that.
there for y'all.
I can't do nothing about it. We gotta play better, or we gonna be on the outside looking in. That's not good. I feel like the NFC
Yeah,
South.
man.
If you don't, if you don't win your division, you won't make the playoffs. That's how good the NFC is this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, man, because they not playing good football down there, you know. So you got to win your division.
You gotta win the division. Now, if we can win the division and somehow, I'm hoping we get one of the magical runs. Like even if we got a pass rush, I had us losing in the second round. I just feel like the teams just get too methodical. I think the only team that we can honestly beat head to head, and in the AFC, I think if we would see anybody, but I think we got a chance against anybody but the Giants. I think the Giants would definitely take it to us, but I feel like anybody else in the NFC, if we play them in the playoffs, we have a legitimate chance. Um, like I said, and I think if anybody else, I think that we will have a chance against, and we will lose to probably this time is the Eagles because they should have lost to us in the first place. Luckily Saquon
Mm,
forgot his hands that day, and that is what it is. But
right.
besides that, I feel like anybody else in the NFC we can have record with. To be honest with you,
Yeah, man,
that's
it's gonna be
that's
interesting to see, man. It's gonna be
that's me
interesting to see.
personally. And I ain't gonna lie to you. Even if Kirk plays good, I wouldn't be opposing him trying to see what Penix can do just to throw a monkey wrench in everybody's. Imagine if he get like
That would be
two
different.
consistent. Imagine if he gets like two consistent games. He's only gonna get better.
Yeah,
He's only gonna get better.
that's fact.
Like
Yeah, that is fact.
our core is so young. Like we got Penix, he's 20s. Drake, he's 20s. Bijan's 20s. Tyler's 20s. Pitts is
Yep.
20s. Moody is
Mm-hmm.
20s. Like we're so young. So that's why
Yeah.
I get so upset, but I'm like, you know what, though, Malcolm, you got a future, though. And a lot of people can't account for that on the football team.
Yeah. Especially if you keep them all. If you can keep them all,
That's the part.
you're gonna be a force to be reckoned
That's the
with.
part I'm going to be interested in because Tyler's young, but Tyler's on third, fourth year. We can't let him walk away. We can't let him walk away like we let Cordell walk away. I'm still upset about that. I feel like if we got Cordell, we got a
Yeah.
different football team right now, and I mean that.
Yeah, I believe it.
If Cordell's in a Falcons uniform this year, we're a different football team. He at least
Yeah, I
gives us
believe
one more.
that, man.
With his play making ability, he at least gives us one more win.
We appreciate it though.
I know, right? But am I lying? Then I say Arthur Smith is the better. Then I say no. You said that. You said Arthur Smith's a better. So you wasn't lying. My apologies. I was about to lie right to your face. You said Arthur Smith's a better coordinator than a head coach.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's proving it right now.
I love it. I love it.
Hey man,
He's comfortable.
I just want y'all to know this is abnormal for us. So if it was a little off, usually it's nighttime. It's late when we doing this show. I don't know, cuz I kind of like
Yeah,
this vibe. We might gotta try to tap into this, a little bit more often. Not so late.
yeah. You know, midday. You know what I'm saying? I can dig it.
Hey, that's it for me. You got anything?
Nah, man, you already know what it is, man. It's Game Point, man. We done check the rock, man. Shout out to everybody, you know what I mean? You already know the vibes, you know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, share the video. Y'all type in, tell us how y'all feeling about the week. What we
For
talking about.
sure.
You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Scrap, man. Signing out.
It's your boy Big Dog. We out here, P.
Yeah, you already know what it is.